Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Qasim, and today I actually want to talk about an issue that was pointed out to me by one of the subscribers here on the channel. So Adnan wrote to me and showed me this image that circulated on Twitter showing the edges of the iPhone 12 Pro's paint really chipped, in which apparently looks like it's an Apple store. So he wanted to know what do I think about the issue. So I thought that I'd, just share my personal experience with you guys, as I've had the phone now for 10 days. So I've been using it without a case and I haven't run into any kind of issues like this. So first and foremost, guys, this is paint. And paint on any surface with time is going to fade, it is going to chip, and it is going to crack. So with your ownership of this phone, as you go through time with it, it is eventually going to chip. So don't think that this is some kind of indestructible coating that's on top of this stainless steel. And real quick, I've got a tip for all of you that are buying cases. I don't care if it's an Apple case or a third-party case. When you put a case on here, through the cracks, eventually dust gets in through the case and it will sit on top of these edges, and eventually if it just sits there, it will damage these edges. So I highly recommend that every week or two you take off your case, clean off the insides, get all that dust out of there, so that way you can protect these edges as long as possible. Now for someone like me, I have been using this phone now for 10 days. So I have set it on countertops, I've set it on tabletops, I set it on top of pavement for that color comparison video. It's been in and out of my pocket a lot, and so far in the 10 days of ownership, nothing on this paint is chipping. So there are no issues like that so far. But I'd be lying to you if I say that that's not ever going to happen, because I do suspect that eventually with time it is going to happen, because the phone is constantly going through wear and tear, and eventually the paint is going to chip. As for this image on Twitter, if you take a look at it, it looks like it's taken at an Apple store, and it's an image of one of the display phones that they usually keep on display there so people can test out the phones, look at the colors, etc. But my question with this is that which Apple store is this? And where and how did this person get into the store? Because as far as my state goes, and again guys, I'm not doubting this person's image, I'm just saying that as far as my state goes, we're not even allowed into an Apple store. This is the main reason that I even made that color comparison video in the first place. I wanted people to just be able to see the colors in different lights so that they could make a decision for themselves, because these days you can't traditionally just walk into an Apple store and look at the display models. I used to do that before. Also, if this is an Apple store that you can physically go into, then you have to keep in mind those display phones, they drop a lot. They are being abused by all sorts of people. So they're not being cared for. Like, I mean, again, to my experience, like 10 days that I've had the phone, I've just been using it like a normal person. So I don't know how you could possibly cause that much damage to the paint in just 3 days. Like, this image was posted 3 days after the iPhone 12 Pro was delivered. So, I mean, it just doesn't make sense to me. But again, I can only relate to my own personal experience. I haven't had this issue yet, And guys, again, I'm not, don't think that I'm here defending Apple or something and I'm saying that their phones are indestructible. I could care less. Apple didn't send me this phone to review or show off the colors of. I went out and bought this phone. I personally do like iPhones. I love them a lot. I love the Apple ecosystem, but there are things about Apple that I will doubt and that I don't like in general. But yeah, like I said, I can only speak from my experience, and so far it's been good. And this is exactly why I do 6 month later reviews, because I want to see in the long run how good a phone is. And if you guys are one of the subscribers here on the channel, then you'll know that I also am not biased towards one product or the other. I always talk about the good and bad of something. For example, go to my iPad 8 video. The reason I did that video is for people that are on a budget. Everybody will tell you the iPad Pro is amazing, the iPad Air is amazing, and these are new and they're so great. But what I did was I went out and spent a month with the iPad 8 so I could see that if this budget iPad can even be good for somebody or even make a change or add value to their life in terms of productivity or just as an additional device in their life. So yeah, guys, that's my perspective on it. I haven't run into any issues so far in 10 days. This clip that you're seeing of the actual phone, the sides of the phone, the thumbnail, this was all taken today. So as far as today, nothing on this paint is chipping so far. So you know what? We'll just have to wait and see in the long run. And again, if you do put a case on your phone, do check it every now and then and just clean out the insides so that way it can stay nice and clean and you can preserve the edges of this stainless steel as much as possible for the long run. That's it. That's going to do it. I hope, Adnan, you found this video helpful, and to anyone that hasn't seen this image, check down below. I'll leave a link for it. Go check it out and let me know what your thoughts are. I'd love to hear from you all and we can talk about it down below. So with that, guys, take care of yourselves. If you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and make sure you subscribe to the channel for more videos. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you all in the next video.